mail. We all get it at some point in our life, whether it is a note somebody left in our locker when we were 15 or on the internet, anonymously. These things happen. How does one approach hate mail? What steps do I take so that I'm not left feeling depleted? I can't simply ignore it when I'm not sure if it's a potential client emailing me or not. So let's break this down just for a minute, especially when it comes to anonymous email or messages that somehow get through your website or your Facebook, and then the profile blocks you and then you can't see who it came from. When somebody's being anonymous, it's because they don't feel comfortable or confident letting you know who they are. Like, if somebody has a legitimate issue with you and they want to talk to you face to face, on the phone, in a message where you actually can see who it is you're speaking with, then, that's one thing. But if somebody is sending you anonymous stuff, it's because they either don't feel comfortable or confident about being out there and saying hey, it's me that has an issue with you, or they want you to question who the heck in your life feels this way and isn't talking to you about it, to make you feel insecure about your judgment in other people. So one of the first things I would suggest not doing is acknowledging hate mail of any kind, especially on the internet, especially in a public forum. I see so many people say, I got this hate mail from somebody and I don't know who it is, but this is what they said. Well, first of all, if that person is secretly friends with you on your social media platform and you are airing this out for everyone, they're probably gonna get off on that. And they might even send you a supportive message. And again, you still won't know who sent it to you. So sometimes it's just best not to acknowledge that these things are going on, at least not publicly, and not specific about the details, unless you can find some really creative way to make light of it. For example, somebody made some hilarious comments on one of my profiles stating that I spent my DJ money on McDonald's, which isn't true. I spend it on pizza. So I thought that was a funny opportunity to mention that. And following that, I actually had a mixtape come out called The Midnight Snack. And what you do is you tell them what your favorite midnight snack is, and guess what it was? Pizza. And that came out and it was kind of funny. But also I found a way to reach out to that person because they weren't anonymous. And, after seeing a few of the messages that they had sent, said, it sounds like you're having a hard time. Maybe you need to reach out for some help. In some instances that might make sense, but if you find yourself getting worked up about it, if you feel like this is making you sick to your stomach, but you don't want to miss out on opportunities for work, and you are in fact getting a lot of jobs via the stream that they are messaging you on, then hire somebody to go through your emails to make sure that the messages that are coming in, if it is hate mail, they remove it before you even get a chance to see it. I know some of the companies that I work for, even with Dish Jockey News, they are really good about removing comments like that from our pages. So if somebody goes out of their way to make a fake profile to make a hateful comment, it's going to get deleted. It's not going to hang around, and I probably won't see it. And if I do, for me personally, it doesn't really affect me anymore. So, it helps that when you're working with companies that don't tolerate stuff like that, or, can come up with some really hilarious, witty things if they've got really good copywriters on their, social media pages. We've seen this before, but, not acknowledging it, hiring somebody to look through that stuff. And lastly, really, really think about why these messages affect you. If somebody's sending you messages that are hateful and scary and you feel like your life is in danger, then obviously, hiring somebody to filter through these messages isn't going to matter. You need to take the proper steps and make sure that your local police department knows what's going on and, make sure you're logging all of the IP addresses that are coming through your website or email and screenshot and put in a separate documented folder. But if somebody is just saying like, yo, I don't like your face, I mean, think about that for a second. If I don't like Ryan Gosling's face, am I gonna go out of my way to make sure that he knows I don't like his face? Like, am I that out of my mind that I need somebody to know so badly that I don't like the way I don't like their cowlick, or I don't like the way they wear their jacket? Or if somebody wants to message me and be like, yo, I saw that jacket on another episode. Do you ever buy new clothes? I'd be like, yeah, I do, but I wear them more than once. So if something is really bugging you that is just so insignificant and silly, you really gotta figure out why that thing is upsetting you so much. Is it the mysteriousness of not knowing who it is? Or maybe you do know who it is and that's just so weird for you because you thought you liked this person, you thought they were a cool cat, and now they've really disappointed you. Sometimes curiosity can really help you overcome these weird things that happen. Because I'm telling you, like back in the day, people that weren't anonymous, people that were just right out there talking about how much they didn't like me, I mean, it hurt. It hurt because they were people I thought were my friends. So I can totally understand that feeling, and getting curious about it and acknowledging why that thing bugs you is important, but then eventually you gotta move on. And you might also want to think about the messages that you're putting out there and how the content that you're sharing might actually attract more of that kind of stuff. So if you are a positive driven person and you are ambitious and constantly going towards your dreams, it doesn't mean that you won't get that, but you're going to get far less of that and more of the love and the support and encouragement. And that's the kind of stuff you want to focus on. You don't want to highlight the people that are being hateful because they are hurting and they're trying to hurt others to distract themselves. You want to make sure that you're acknowledging the people that are making a difference in the industry, and make sure that you're that kind of person as well. Put your focus in people like that. So that was my very long answer on how to deal with hate mail, because I feel like these topics actually go so much deeper, and we really need to refocus our energy back into our business and figure out how we can create more of a community. Much love. If you have Ask Kilma questions yourself, and make sure you hashtag or @KilmaMusic so that I can answer them for you. I want to hear from you guys though. What kind of things do you do to deal with the haters? Let us know in the comments below.